Hey guys, it's Ernice, your nurse lawyer, and I'm back to answer a question that quite a few people have been asking me lately. Are nurses and nurse practitioners and maybe other healthcare workers going to become independent contractors and join the gig economy? There are lots of articles and conversations that are happening on social discussing it, but let's talk about what the benefits or the pros and cons are of becoming an independent contractor. Understand that when you become an independent contractor, you yourself are going to be treated as a business. If you don't file and create a business entity when you start this business, you could personally be responsible for all of the taxes, which could have a very heavy penalty for those of you who don't know how to manage and prepare for your taxes. So the tax implication, I think, is one of the greatest and strongest and hardest and most difficult things for many people to deal with, because you have to put the money aside as you're getting paid, and if you're not paying your taxes quarterly, paying them annually, or you're going to get a tax bill at the end of the year that you can't afford. So one of the liabilities is that you have to not only establish yourself as a business. Most people do an LLC, but you can establish any type of business entity that you choose after you speak with a lawyer or speak with an accountant. And then you want to identify how you're going to essentially protect your business. So you have to have business insurance. If it is a healthcare related business, you need to have malpractice insurance. And then as you grow the business, you have to have contracts. If you are going to be working with healthcare business owners, hospitals, healthcare systems, even doing private duty, you have to have contracts for either the vendors that you're working with, but also you have to have contracts for the clients that you're servicing. In those contracts, you need to make sure that the elements of you as the business owner, the roles, the duties, how much you get paid and when you get paid is included as well. And so the benefit of actually having and being your own business gives you the flexibility to negotiate higher rates, to have the opportunity to decide when you want to start, when you want to end, if you want to do individual or independent shifts, or if you want to get a traditional traveler or temporary contract. That is some of the hardest questions that people have. Depending on the organizations that you're working with, they may require a ton of paperwork. They may want not only all of the documents that you would onboard with traditionally as a traveler or a temporary employee, or independent contractor. They may ask for more documents to show that you can actually do the work and that you're going to be dependable, because understanding there's nobody else that they can depend on. If they're working with an agency and you don't work out, they can simply replace you. But if they are working just with you, there's nobody to replace you, and they need to make sure that you're going to be dependable. Some of the other things that you lose when you become an independent contractor is the power to negotiate. When you're working with an agency, they are negotiating on your behalf, and they are simply allowing you to put in your request, and for the hospital or healthcare organization to put in their request, and then y'all meet in the middle. When you're negotiating for yourself, if you are not good at negotiating or you're not comfortable, you could essentially be put into a contract or an agreement that you don't necessarily agree with. And so I want you to begin to think about, yes, I want to become an independent contractor. What would it take? Establishing a business, protecting the business, and then navigating partnerships, collaborations, and networking to essentially help you build and grow. And we'll be talking more about this over the next few months. What are the benefits of becoming an independent contractor? Really looking at the pros and cons, and really discussing the future of healthcare, and if nurses and nurse practitioners and other healthcare workers are going to actually join and dominate the gig economy. Drop your questions in the comment section below. I can't wait to learn more about your thoughts and ideas on this as well. Talk to y'all soon.